What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Fleetwood Trades Crypto. Today's video, I started my first day on the challenge for trading the New York Open Kill Zone. I did a live stream on Thursday night, I think it was, and I just couldn't stay up long enough to get all the way through the London Kill Zone, so I decided to wake up early and do the New York Kill Zone. In today's video is going to be a lesson in precision, because the strategy I use is a very precise measure of trading, a very precise edge, and I missed my entry today just because of a little bit of a lack of precision, and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So you can see this is the trade I was looking for, and I missed my entry by a couple ticks. It just didn't come up and hit my entry, and I'll show you even here on Margex that my short order is still there, and it just missed it by a couple ticks. It just didn't make it back up to the level I thought it was going to, and I'll show you where the mistake was made on my end, because there was definitely a mistake on mine. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this order, because at this point, because price ran all the way down and took liquidity from the sell side, if it does come back up, it's not likely to stop at my zone. So that's why I cancel that order. I do not leave that order open. All right, we're going to kind of go back to the beginning. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame, and what you will see is that we have the lower portion of the range. Actually, the price hasn't hit a real liquidity zone yet. That line was something else, but this blue line indicates the midnight New York Center Eastern Time, midnight. The high post midnight to the low post midnight gets marked out. Once the New York session opens, I'm looking for a sweep of the high or of the low. A sweep of the high, I'm looking for a short position. So this swept, I look to the 1 minute time frame, and we see we have a high, a low, a very much weak higher high, and then we start making the lower low. Now we push down, make the lower low, and that's where the change in structure, change in character happens. So right, so we went from making higher highs and higher lows to making our first lower low. And what I look for is I look for a pullback to a fair value gap. See, I had this one marked out, but here's the problem. This is something that I forget, and sometimes I forget it often. We have a fair value gap here, a fair value gap here, a fair value gap. So these two 2-minute candles never even made a wick at all. No wick down, no wick up, straight down. So what I should have done is go to the 3-minute time frame. And now in the 3-minute time frame, that becomes one candle with one gap. Now that fair value gap is here, and my entry price, or my entry price, my short would have been right here, safely wicked into it, stop loss at the peak high here, and I'm better than 2-to-1 coming down here already. And this happens, this whole trade executes at better than 2-to-1 in 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 minutes. In 24 minutes this trade is done, and it's still in the kill zone. Now, I don't know if this trade is over yet. Ideally, I would take it all the way down to the swing low of the lower liquidity zone of the post midnight day. That's not a guarantee. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed. I typically will take profit at 2-to-1. But if I really like the way a zone looks, and I think I can get the entirety of the zone and get the next level of liquidity, then I'll shoot for that. Maybe close half here at 2-to-1, guarantee my profits, put stop loss at break even, and then go for this zone. So as this video plays out, or as this video gets released, you can take a look at this chart yourself on Bitcoin, starting on the 15-minute down to the 1 minute, and then back to the 3-minute. Now it's a bit of an odd combination, but I use 15-minute to see the price action for the range, for the day, or for the session. So I'm trading the New York session. I'm watching back to see what happened in the London session. That's where I'm going to get my range. I'm going to get my London high, my London low, and see what New York does off of that. And if you're trading the London session, you're going to go back and see the Tokyo high and the Tokyo low and see what London is going to do off of that. But with that said, you can follow this now and see if we crack this all the way down to this liquidity zone. And with that said, Bitcoin can hit 68, 450, 460, and then spike right back up. But think of liquidity as energy for the markets, right? So prices coming up, up, up. There's an obvious zone of selling pressure. You see sell, sell, sell. There's an obvious zone of selling pressure. So this is selling energy at this level. Buyers didn't have enough energy to break through it. Selling energy took over and price comes down. So again, for my strategy, you're looking for a wick or a sweep of a liquidity zone and then a change of character. You look for a set of higher highs and higher lows to get broken with the first lower low and then to be confirmed with a retest into a fair value gap like we had here. So with that said, guys, that's the video for today. I missed my entry. It would have been at least a 2-to-1, and it's still going. So remember, if you have multiple consecutive fair value gaps without a wick, go up one time frame. If there's still multiples, go up one more time frame. You want precision, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the smallest time frame to get that precision. It's going to be the one that gives you the most accurate depiction of where the fair value gap is, where all the selling happened without a buy at all. So that whole range sold with no buying. Then buy side got delivered up into it, and we come off. This is still coming down. This is going to be a miss that I'm going to be beating myself up for today because I didn't catch it. And what I absolutely will not do is YOLO into anything because I missed. If something happens a little bit later that gives me another good entry, I'll take it. But as of now, this trade is over. This trade is done. I've missed it, and I will trade tomorrow. I hope you guys got something from this. As always, until next time, peace.